Wow, it's famous Filipino landmark, Fort Santiago. Wow, that sure was Fort Santiago. My favorite Filipino snack, banana Q. Yeah, that's banana Q, all right. So good. So good to be in the Philippines. Guys, I found some pre-production Jollibee chicken. Yep, wow, I sure am in the Philippines. In the Philippines. That's where I'm at. In the Philippines. Okay, so I'm not in the Philippines. Shocking, I know. I may have recently made a short that completely popped off in the Philippines, and that is really funny to me because I have probably the least amount of knowledge about the Philippines in general. But I love that. I think that is actually really funny. I would love to make more Filipino content, but I have one teeny problem. I live in Weebland, or Japan, and my content has mostly been me living out my nerd dreams in Japan while eating more than what some people would define as a healthy consumption for the human body. So admittedly, I don't know a lot about the Philippines, but I want to learn more. And luckily for me, just the other day, this clip on Reddit went viral. That was amazing. I just love how everybody is switching positions and walking around like it's a stage in a high school play. At this point, it just looks like a buffet, like they can't choose who they want to shoot. I think there's some people even in the background. I don't even know if they're supposed to be in this shot. I have to watch this show. I have to figure out what this is about. Apparently, this clip was taken from a telenovela series from the Philippines that ran from 2017 to 2019 called Wildflower. Now, we all know the best way to learn about somebody else's country is to watch a random soap opera from that person's country, so let's watch the first episode together, shall we? We start with a family in a car, and it looks like they're moving since there's furniture in the back, and wait, I think I've seen this before. This is Filipino Spirited Away, isn't it? Ugh. The way this is shot, it just feels like a driver's safety course video that they show you to scare you into driving safely.
Got it? No!
We find the family is moving away from the city to move into the countryside. The town they're moving to is called Poblacion Ardiente. I love these names. I'm gonna be playing them up. The girl complains that it's hot, even though the dad seems to be taking it well, wearing a jacket. But they can't fix the car until they make money with their private law firm. The mix of Tagalog and English is just crazy to me still. Coronary artery bypass. They end up having some car troubles, but they push it together like a family. This family is so happy and wholesome. I bet nothing bad will happen to them. They are able to push it up to this gate, and okay, I am convinced this is Filipino Spirited Away. I would love to see you, Baba and Chihiro and No Face have a Mexican gun standoff. A long line of black cars stops behind them, and they immediately ask, "What are you doing?" And here we get the name of our characters. The daughter's name is Lily Cruz, the wife's name is Camilla Cruz, and the father's name is Dante Cruz. That is an amazing name. If he's not shooting an Uzi while jumping out of an exploding building into a helicopter full of ninjas by the end of the show, I'm gonna be disappointed. A mystery man in one of the back of the vans orders them to tow the car without asking the family where they're going or if they're okay with that. It turns out this mystery man is Governor Julio Ardiente, and he's heading to his own political rally, and nobody warned me the show is about Filipino politics, and I'm in trouble. I'm just gonna go ahead and prepare this soundbite button in case I need it.
It's above my pay grade.
That's above my pay grade. Governor Julio Ardiente gets out at his rally, and the crowd is going nuts. There's even one person who is super getting into it. That screaming continues this whole scene. No joke. He throws something into the crowd at the beginning, and I'm really sorry if this is like a sacred ritual or something, but all I can imagine is that's his underwear. It's an amazing coincidence that the car shop repair is right next to the rally, so Dante and his family can hear the whole rally. I don't know if this was intentional, but this guy tries to help him up on stage and he completely ignores him. And Lily is super into this. I've never seen a child interested in politics at all. It turns out that pretty much everybody on the stage is an ardiente and is involved in politics in some way, with the daughter Amelia being the mayor of the town. And this is getting a little too close to home. This Amelia, she is so elegant, like a swan. But everybody knows that swans are the dicks of the avian world, so I don't know. I think they're already presenting these people as the villains. Just call it a hunch. The rally is pretty much Governor Julio promising to keep being their beloved Tay. This show has been so educational because I've learned that Tay means father, but I'm gonna go ahead and refer to him as daddy. Governor Julio promises to continue to be the best Tay daddy governor this town has ever seen. And then they unveil this sweet, sweet statue that looks like it was made in Unity. There's also 7 cuts of this statue's unveiling. Okay, like, the Ardientes are evil, right? They're politicians, they have to be evil. I've only watched the first episode of the show, but I definitely feel like this is a setup for when the Ardientes get their comeuppance, the statue is gonna dramatically topple over and break into a million pieces. If anybody's seen the show, let me know if I'm completely off base or if I do in fact have superpowers to predict Filipino telenovelas. Amelia also gets to do a speech, and I love the way she starts off. It's like me when I have to show up at a work party that I really don't want to be at, but still have to be at high energy. And then there's like 6 cuts of these characters before the scene can finally end. And the lighting is different between these kids' shots, and it stood out a little bit to me. Can I get the highest production quality for this Filipino soap opera? So the Cruzes finally get to their new home, and it's pretty cool, I have to say. Looks cozy. Lily asks, why do we have no neighbors here? And Camilla answers with, no one will think of doing us harm here. What an ominous way to answer a kid's question. And then the frame rate drops, which has been happening in the show. Ugh, I know I should have bought the RTX graphics card instead. While they're unpacking, Dante expresses his distrust of Governor Julio and how he thinks his followers are cultish. But Camilla says, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. In the next scene, we see what the Ardientes are up to, and Amelia says this.
You know, I love it when I see the poor people happy.
I'm already loving Amelia. She seems like the villain that everybody loves to hate. Amelia has these 2 sons, Arnaldo and Diego, and Arnaldo just mercilessly fat shames Diego.
Ako lang naman nag-enjoy eh. Basta may lechon, masaya ka.
There's nothing wrong with that, Arnaldo. How dare you? And then we see Amelia's husband flirting with these, cheerleaders? Named the Choco Babes.
Ano nga pala pangalan mo?
We are the Choco Babe.
Choco Babes.
Their acting is really good. And Amelia is not having this, so she goes over there and the Choco Babes age shame her.
Hi, mga kumare!
Hi po, tita!
And then we cut back to Tay Julio also fat shaming Diego. When Diego sneaks in another bite, Tay Julio says,
Lunukin mo. Lunukin.
Tay Julio, please do not say that. So it's pretty clear that the show is setting up a hard contrast between the wholesome Cruz family and the Ardientes. Back at the home, Amelia starts throwing hands at her husband for flirting with the Choco Babes. Amelia then gets the old man cane for not being a high-value enough woman for her husband to not cheat on her.
Problema ang mag-asawa. Ang babae ang may diferensya.
I see that Tay Julio is a Pearl fan.
Why did he cheat? Did you gain a bunch of weight? Have you been nagging him 24/7? What are you doing that drove him to go out and look for something elsewhere?
We find out that while Tay Julio may not be able to run in real life, he is running this family succession style. He praises Arnaldo for scoring at the top of his class, but Diego is failing science and the grandpa does not like that. Diego is failing science because he doesn't like insects and that's what they're studying now, and you're gonna see a theme of insects here in a second. Tay Julio takes his 2 grandsons out into the backyard to give them the evil version of everything the light touches is our kingdom speech from The Lion King in front of this model that is right next to 2 giant anthills.
What is this?
A center for ants!
And Julio also gives an extra science lesson about how red ants bite. How nice of him. Lily Cruz then sees a butterfly in her garden. Get it? More insects? The butterfly then leads her to Diego and oh my god. If there was one thing I was not expecting, it was child sewer slide in the very first episode of a telenovela. Iyan ay nang emosyonan na pasala. But no, Lily saves him and it's looking like the start of a beautiful friendship. He even gives her the what up girl look before he leaves. And the frame rate drops again. I knew I should have gotten a better graphics card. Finally, Dante Cruz. I have to say his full name, it's too cool. Has his first full day of work at his lawyer job. All of the coworkers say that he is gonna have no business because there's no crime in this town, but one of the shunned, kooky coworkers tells him they're covering up all the crime in this town. Ooh, drama. In the next scene, the Cruzes are having yet another picnic outside, and Diego looks on forlornly, wanting to join in, and suddenly he has a bird poop on him. There was no other way to get him to join the picnic with the Cruzes. Damn, this poor kid. So he comes down to join the picnic with poop still in his hair. Oh my god, let him get some of his game back. Let him go home and wash his hair real quick. The Cruzes notice his injuries, and every time he tells them something bad that's happened, there's this dramatic music sting.
Paano to?
Nakagat. Gagalit na po sila sa akin.
I also dropped my ice cream. And then we cut to yet another scene where the Cruzes are eating outside. And oh my god, they're eating those fried banana desserts. You've been having a bad day, a bad week. Those banana fritters are gonna make your life better. Okay, this is my movie review, not my food review. I've gotta keep focused. And we get a montage of Lily and Diego, and those sparks are flying. And then again, there are like 4 cuts between these 2 characters to end the scene. I can't get over it. It's really funny to me. Lily helps Diego with studying, but then he also asks her,
Tsaka, bakit ba kasi sarap kumain?
So Lily tells him,
Ay, tuturuan na lang kita wag tumaba kahit kain ka ng kain.
oh, bulimia, tapeworm, Ozempic?
Ready? Get set, go! Go, Diego! Yuko! Siguro! Oo, kaya pa!
Oh, it's a training course, made by a child. And Diego makes it a few feet before face planting like a girl in an 80s slasher movie. So he just had to collect like 3 flags? Yeah, with that training, I don't think he's gonna be the next Rocky here. I love this training montage music. It's really pumping me up. In the next scene, Amelia's man-whore husband drops Diego off at the school, and he sees Camilla there, and he's out there licking his chops. Wow, what a cliffhanger. I can't wait to see what happens in the next episode. Oh wait, the episode preview tells you everything that happens.
You're even more beautiful up close.
Don't you dare touch me!
Did your wife tell you about what happened yesterday at school?
I didn't want any trouble.
You're just going to keep quiet after what he just did? It's all over the news. Your devoted husband has apparently failed to use his brain again. Fix this now, Amelia. Our political enemies might catch wind of this. Attorney Cruz, the mayor's inviting you to her office. I am not afraid.
But you will never win. Good job.
Curse you, Ardientes. How dare you hurt the Cruzes? So overall, yes, the show is a little campy, the music's a little cheesy, the acting, it's not Hollywood tier, but I think we all knew this going in. And there's definitely gonna be some iconic drama going on in the series, I can tell. And nothing too crazy, except for the child sewer slide. But overall, it wasn't bad. If I was a stay-at-home Filipino mom, I'd watch it. But anyway, let me know if you enjoyed this video. This is my first time ever reviewing a TV show. Let me know if you want me to keep watching even, and leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you on the next one.
Don't stop. Go on.